lobby. We are playing Kleinstadt, and I have a new co-caster. We kicked that
Hello,
Excel guy out because he's... So we got Master Gaming VR here.
Yes, Master Shadow from Master Gaming VR. How are you guys doing?
And we're running this one on 0 delay because I want to talk to all you lovely people, because if I don't, I'm probably going to lose my mind in hour 5 of casting. So, everybody is ready?
Let's go.
Switch to gameplay real quick so you can all see this, and here we go.
So I wonder if we're going to see that same wolf push attempted here, where he just stacks up all those tanks, throws out those arty trucks, and just rushes that middle.
So I've definitely seen Nalco do, you know, a 4-minute push on this, but I've also seen Bradley do it. So I don't know if that's gonna equate to a stalemate and we're just gonna be stuck on here again, or like.
Yeah. I don't know. Bradley's on the Beaumont. He's not on the wolf, so he can't do that early arty push. It's going to be interesting to see how he defends against that.
He can't do the early arty push, but he can get a massive amount of tanks out.
Oh yeah. But as we saw in that 4-minute match, the Beaumont tanks versus wolf tanks backed up with the
Stukas. Oh
yeah, with the Stukas. The Stukas just turned the tide in that.
Wolf's my favorite. I main Wolf. What do you mean?
I like Wolf. I'm more of a Beaumont player. I like to creep across the map with the ATGs.
Ah, you're one of those people.
I'm one of those
I hate
people.
those. That's the hardest thing for me to counter.
Yes, I love it. We got that tank push on that middle tower right off the bat. We got also on the... I don't know which one is north and south, to be honest, but...
Okay, if you press F4, I'm just assuming that north is the top.
Okay, so that north tower is also getting pinged by a tank, which looks like it's largely being ignored.
Yeah, I think. Wait, okay. So blue is now Bradley.
Blue is Bradley.
So it looks like that he's spent
Nalco's
all his
pushing
money
really hard,
on
and Bradley's doing nothing.
Because he now has ATGs unlocked, and he's got.
Bradley's got an AA for whatever reason.
Yeah.
There's 2 planes out. I don't think that warrants an AA yet.
Not this early. I would definitely have expected a anti-tank gun to cover this lane that's, you know, super straight and easy to shoot down.
Yeah.
So, I think we saw a record in the last game. Nalco had like 22
picked up this cargo drop over here in the south. I have not seen that many cargo drops.
I don't think I've been alive to see that many cargo drops. Here they are, tanks and Stukas.
Push. Yep. His signature push down the center.
I know that this game does
but that
matter.
ATG is up and it is wrecking them.
Ooh.
2 ATGs now.
I know this game does matter, but I really wanted to tell these two to just do as fast and hard of a rush as you could, and see who wins.
On a smaller map, I mean, it's going to be much faster. It should be much faster.
Those ATGs are dangerous. Plus an arty to support them. So explain to me how the ATGs work exactly. The Jeep that comes with the ATG leaves it and becomes its own unit once it's...
So the Jeep that drives out the ATG then becomes a separate Jeep. So you're basically paying for, you know, a $5 Jeep and an $11 ATG, and you're getting 2 units for one play.
Can you rehook it to the ATG?
No. Once you've placed that ATG, it is super slow.
Okay. I didn't know if that... I thought I've seen it, but I wasn't sure if it was just some weird, like, they're making their units move together.
No.
These Stukas taking cover behind the building, pushing with tanks, getting close enough to start doing damage to towers without the ATG seeing them.
Yeah, if they can get in there and just rain death on those ATGs, that's going to be really bad.
That's a
If
really
Bradley could
smart.
put a more forward ATG that will, like, right next to this fountain, between the fountain and his forwardmost ATG, it will have line of sight on them behind this building.
Yeah,
Other than that,
that's a really
yeah.
smart path for Nauka to take with those, because it totally eliminates the ATG's line of sight.
Yeah, with ATGs, you have to be able to place them in such a way that they're far enough apart that they can't get taken out with a single base ability, and that they cover each other's weak spots.
Well, they're all
So
gone now.
now both of those are just going to be gone. They're toast because he didn't have anything covering that one huge blind spot.
And here go the towers. Walking
And that could
Stukas
have,
do damage.
yeah, that could have been done with just regular arty, not even the Stukas.
Yeah, but Stukas are more fun.
Stukas are more fun. We got a Calliope coming out.
We do?
Yep, back
Oh, there
in
it is. I
Bradley's
see it.
base.
Yeah.
It walked up to the towers and thought, no, probably not.
Calliopes versus Stukas. The Calliopes are definitely gonna win out.
I don't know, when it's 3-on-1, that's a tough sell.
Well, yeah, when you have numbers, but just 1-to-1, a Calliope is more dangerous than a Stuka.
Oh, yeah.
At least in my experience.
Well, yeah, it's a medium unit versus a heavy unit, or tier 3 versus tier 4.
Oh, that's right. It is a tier 4. Yeah.
Yep. One tank just down that north lane into 3 other armor units.
Yeah.
That must have gotten away
Flame tank.
away from him, and just why the flame tank, Bradley? Why the flame tank? The flame tank is much more expensive than the regular tanks. It doesn't survive much more than a regular tank, and it doesn't really do much more than a regular tank.
Yeah. I mean, it clears infantry pretty well, but not when you have to run it past Stukas and tanks.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's not really a good use of money.
What would you suggest that they replace the flame tank with then? If
It probably needs a little bit more survivability. I mean, there's a beta patch out that is making some balance tweaks and stuff that certain members of the community have access to, and they're working on it. They do know that it is too weak to be of use right now.
Yeah, and that's one thing I love about this game, the community in general. Like, the developers listen to us as casters, us as players, everyone. They take all of our feedback. They do patches. They have community players that help with the builds. You know, it's just all around. It's great.
So we got the base AA turtling up and helping, while the Calliope, we got this mobile arty battle here in the center.
And Naoko has not unlocked his tier 3 units or tier 4 units yet. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 units.
Yeah, the Tiger tank, I think, is largely viewed in sort of the same way as the flame tank, in that it's not super useful. Wolf's main focus right now, until she gets her final tier 4 unit, is the Stukas.
Absolutely.
So he really needs to end this soon. The longer this match drags on, I think the better it's going to be for Bradley, even though he's already down to a single tower.
Yeah, Naoko's got 2 Stukas up. 10 tanks, though, so he's got a bunch of cover. If he moved them up, they're not... I mean, I'm seeing 10 tanks on the screen, but I'm having trouble finding 10 tanks on the board. They're just all over the place, hidden.
Yeah, he's very good at having that map presence and just controlling the map. And this sort of playstyle is what I'd expect from a Beaumont player. This is what I like to do. Just creep across the map, own the map, not let the opponent have any control, and just push them in slowly.
Yeah, and chat made a very good point. It is also to not get clipped by Calliope damage, because that's bad.
Yeah.
3 walking Stukas just hanging out, rolling around. 2 in the middle and 1 just chilling.
Yeah, but we also saw that map control and that spread in the previous match. It just seems like something that he's got down. That Calliope taking out those Stukas, though. Calliope and that tank push in the center. But they're getting bombarded from all angles.
Anti-tank gun coming out in the mid again.
but
Takes
that's
down.
not going to
Ooh.
last long. He needs to take out those Stukas on the side. No, no, the Stuka is gone. The Calliope did take it out.
Now go down to 1 Stuka. Bradley up to 2 Calliopes.
And that ATG in the center, he's slowly taking, but I don't think it's going to live now.
He needs to. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. When you're trying to fight a Calliope with the Stuka, it doesn't matter if you're hiding behind buildings or not. But in general,
No.
you've got to take advantage of these buildings, especially on this small map where the Stukas excel. You can run them a lot. You can basically play Ring Around the Rosie on a building with a tank and win because it can't hit you.
It will help against the tanks that he's pushing up with, and then it'll just be a mobile arty battle.
Yeah. More Calliopes coming out to the mid. Another ATG coming out to the mid as well. The tank going to take the brunt of that, go down.
Calliope's standing 2 still. Same with that Stuka.
Yeah.
They always need to be in motion.
Yeah, and I think that part of that is, we're on hour 5 now of these games. So these players have been playing all day, back to back to back to back.
It's part of it's a stamina battle.
This is map 6 overall today. Two Stukas and a tank push on the
base
south
AA
side.
is the base AA is slowly moving up without his truck. Sorry, base ATG. Trying to clear out some of these tanks with that on that north side with Calliope, but it's again standing still, and it's gonna suffer for it.
Those Stukas, he's just ignoring the Calliope. He only wants to kill those ATGs. He doesn't care. Those ATGs have to go down.
And again, we've got is that the same anti-air, or did he pull out another anti-air?
I'm not sure.
Bradley taking the first hits on his base.
A nice tank screen coming out to fight those Stukas, though. Just all that money saved up, pulling out 5 tanks at once.
Yeah, but without anything to back it up, I feel like it's just throwing money away. The Stukas are just going to retreat around out of line of sight and rain death.
I think that the big part there is that they retreated. I think that's all he really wants. He just needs them out of right in front of his base.
And then he's just leaving them there to get rain death on.
I am sad that we don't have game sounds on this map, because this is probably one of my favorite maps to have game sounds on. You just get all the explosions.
Bradley's just barely keeping up with those tanks.
Yeah, I agree. The Wolf the Wolf Stukas can push really fast and really hard, but once the Calliopes, I don't know why I keep changing my pronunciation. I know how to say the word. I do not know why my pronunciation changes every time.
Heathen in Discord brought up some good points that in different languages it's pronounced differently. So we say Calliope. There's also in like German and French it's Calliope, 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 Calliope. There's a whole. If you dig into it, it's a very disputed word in how to pronounce it correctly.
The very angry rocket tanks are hard to counter. I mean, even with Stukas, it's just hard.
That ATG is earning its pay for now. So the Calliopes are very, very powerful, but the problem is you can't direct where they are firing when you need to keep them mobile, and you always need to keep them mobile. So the Stukas are over there raining death on the base, while the Calliope is shooting at infantry in the south lane. That is probably the Calliope's biggest weakness.
Yeah, because you definitely want it in a loop or something or moving, and right now the Stukas are able to focus the base, and it's over. This is it, right?
Yep. It's very close to being over.
Oh my god, he got a tank column out.
Yeah, but all he needs is one Stuka to get in there, and that's it. That's it.
Some long shots from the Stukas take him down.
Good game, Nalco. I think he just wore Bradley down in that last game.
I do too. Nalco not wasting any money. Bradley only wasting $4.
That's interesting. You see 4, I see 5.
Top deployed units for both tank, Jeep, anti-tank gun, artillery, tank, artillery rockets, fighter. So basically he only spawned tank and artillery rockets because there was only ever 2 fighters in the entire match.
Yeah.
14-minute game compared to an hour 11. And that's it. Let me take a look at the standings really quick. Actually, I might have. Let's see if I set this up right, folks. Bear with me. If I go to this scene. Oh, I did do it right. All right, let's take a scroll down this Final Assault challenge board. Nalco